we played 54 games that were officiated by officials and recorded. So I count anything that has an official reffing it and it's recorded, I count it for stats. Okay? We played 54 games. We played 51 last year, so that's 3 more games. We won 41 games. We lost 6 games, and we tied 7 games. Last year, we only won 34 of the 51. So 41 this year, 34 last year. We lost 9 last year, lost 6 this year. So significantly better. And I will tell you, the competition that we played this year was harder than the competition we played last year. We played up. We played a ton of games against boys. We played some tough competition, and this takes into all that. Last year, we scored 135 goals. This year, we scored 185 goals. Incredible. Hands on with it. And on your books, you'll see I added the last year's results so that you could kind of see the progress that we made. Once again, against what I feel is tougher competition. Our goal, we allowed 37 goals this year instead of 47 last year. So 10 less goals allowed in 3 more games. Our goal differential was plus 148. Okay. Incredible. The thing I love about even more about this, last year we assisted in 77% of our goals. This year we assisted in 83% of our goals. That's awesome. And parents, what that means to me is we're not scoring these goals because somebody just coughed up a ball to us. We're scoring the goals because we connected some passes and finished. So a lot of teams, they'll score because they're playing teams that just cough up the ball or they steal the ball and take it in and score easy. Most of our goals were not that. Most of our goals were team won goals. The defensive stats are just as incredible. So let's talk about that. First off, I want to recognize those that played defense a majority of the time or a significant amount of time. And I want each of them to stand up. Let's start with our back line. Ari, Cami, Elle, Grace, Hinckley, Reese, and Sloan, stand up. Okay. Okay, and stay standing. And last but not least, Jalen, stand up. Okay. We had, out of 54 games, we had 32 shutouts. That's 60% of our games were clean sheets. That's incredible. Even more incredible, 87% of our games, that's almost 90% of our, 87% of our games, we allowed 1 goal or less. That's insane. Defense, fantastic. Go ahead and sit down, okay? And I want to highlight those things because we'll highlight the goals and the assists and stuff, but these players, several of these players would absolutely prefer to play on the attack. And they could be some of our, top players on the attack. They're very skilled players, which is why I trust them on my back line. But they play defensive. And so they sacrifice for the team to make sure that we have clean sheets or 1 goal so that if we have an off day shooting, we don't pay the ultimate price and have a loss. So it's important that we recognize that and that you defenders understand how much I appreciate what you do to keep the ball out of our net. And it starts with, everybody plays defense and recovery, but those that are committed to protecting that back line and protecting our goal, it means a lot to me as a coach, and I know it means a lot to your teammates who are attacking and not having to worry about that because they know how good their back line is. Okay. Now let's talk about some of the offensive stats. These are always fun to talk about. Easy for me to calculate because I just go back and review each game. But let's highlight. I'll start with assists. As a center midfielder, I look at assists equal to goals. In fact, I actually get more of a high off of a really cool pass than like me being the person that just goes like that and kicks it in. So for me personally, like I really think assists are awesome. So I will highlight this. The top 5 in assists, number 5 is Chelsea with 12. Reese Morris with 15. Miley with 15. Sloan with 18. And Paige with 23. Our top 5 goal scorers. Isla, 14. Miley with 15. Reese Morris with 17. Chelsea had 16 until the last game, now has 18. And then Emmy, okay year, 46 goals, Emmy, fantastic. Well, I'll tease Emmy a little bit here in a minute. I include the full stats, not for anybody to compare, because honestly, it is very positional. So don't look at stats too much on offensive stats. You have to understand position and how people play and things. But I list that there so that if you as a player want to go back and say, okay, how many goals have I scored since such and such? I wish I had that. I never had that where I could go back and say, okay, how many goals did I score in these years, and how am I progressing, or how am I different, and I like providing that record for you. And since I have the stats, I include them all. It's not for comparison, guys. Always keep in mind your positions, okay? The thing I'm probably more proud about than anything is this attendance thing. I've talked to so many coaches, and they get so frustrated that they have these sessions and they only have like a third of their team there, or 2/3 of their team there. You guys know how I feel about attending sessions, and you're not getting better if you're not training, right? So when we do a training session, I have expectations, and you guys hit it out of the ballpark. I do want to highlight those that attended 95% or more, which is amazing. Let's start. Ari had 95.3%. Jalen's 96.9%. Sloan 97.7%. Reese Carlson 98.4%. Gretchen 98.4%. And Chelsea 100%. She did not miss anything. Yeah, that takes a lot, and we may have all had the flu once or twice because of it, but.
I told everybody that I was aiming to get 100% and I would not get lower.
Yep, you set a great goal there. I love that goal. But yeah, it's tough. And with injuries, I've always said, hey, if you're injured and you come and just be with the team, that's fine. I have no expectation that people are going to be 100%. That's awesome. That's not my expectation. You guys, I love our average was almost 94.7% as a team. That's so amazing. That's not my expectation. So I hope you guys don't feel like, it's not okay to recover or to be home, but I'm very impressed with the commitment. So many of you got nicked up, but you still want to be with your team, and you're at the sessions shagging balls and just supporting, and that means the world to me to have people that are willing to do that. And I think that shows who you are as a teammate too, to make those efforts. So congratulations to everybody on their attendance.